Russia could soon welcome a budget airline. Aeroflot, Russia's largest airline, is planning to offer flights to savvy savers as early as next year. Now, customers could be snapping up tickets up to 40% cheaper than traditional airlines. Now, as it stands, Russia doesn't have a budget airline and flights are much more expensive than elsewhere. For example, a flight from Moscow to Vladivostok in the far east of Russia, so a domestic flight, is twice as much as the cost of a flight from Moscow to New York, a different continent. But while there might be a gap in the market, the problem is budget airlines have a history of failing to take off. Now, two low-cost airlines, Avianova and Sky Express, are two examples of this. Both companies folded in their quest to do so. So now I'm joined by the founder of Avianova. We've got Andrew Pyne just here to give us the lowdown. Hello there,
Hi,
Andrew.
Katie.
Thank you for joining me. Now tell me, I want to get an idea as to what Aeroflot are up to. What is the thinking behind this? Because why don't they just reduce the prices of their flights? Why create a whole other airline?
Well, Katie, I think if they simply reduce prices, they go out of business very soon. So I think the logic here is to create a unit which will be operating on a low-cost basis and then to pass those costs onto the consumer. Why are they doing it now? I think, as you've said, there's been a gap in the market for 2 years. They're seeking to occupy that space. But they're also facing very sharp competition now from foreign low-cost carriers coming into Russia. We've seen EasyJet, for example, start flying from London to Moscow. So I think also Aeroflot are trying to learn some of the low-cost tricks in order to enable them to compete more effectively in the overseas market as well as the domestic market.
And is it all about stamping out competition in terms of the Russian market?
I don't think it's about stamping out competition. I think, you know, the basis for a low-cost airline is that you grow a new market. You encourage people to go from coaches and from trains onto planes. So I would say, to be charitable, it's about growing the market.
As a consumer, if I'm going to buy a ticket and I see that Aeroflot are offering a certain price, their new budget airline offering another much lower price, I'm going to go for the lower price.
Yes,
it's still a hard concept to understand. Do you think that the brand of Aeroflot could be damaged as a result? I think it's risky.
I'm not so sure the brand would be damaged, but you're right to raise the question, because we've seen, I don't know how many, 50, 60, 70 examples of full-service airlines trying to set up low-cost airlines. Only a handful have been successful, because what normally happens is that the low-cost airline becomes too successful and it cannibalizes the parent company. Prime example would be British Airways and Go, which we saw 15 years ago. But, you know, there are numerous examples. And I think this is the real challenge that Aeroflot will have to face. How do they give room for the low-cost airline to develop and be successful, but not give up their core market? So that's a challenge that they will definitely have to overcome.
Well, I think at the end of the day, the only winner in all of this can be the consumer. So hopefully for all of us it will work out. Thank you very much indeed for your time today.
Thanks.
Andrew Pyne just there. And that's all the time we've got for Venture Capital for this week. Thank you very much indeed for your company. I'll be back same place, same time next Sunday. So I'll see you then. Join me.